Good day and welcome to GCA's Georgia Cyber Academy's primary new family welcome session. I'm so excited that you guys are here today. Here are some housekeeping items before we get started. And for future Jigsaw sessions, these are some tools that you can use in your toolbox. If you at any moment find that the screen has frozen, or you feel like someone is talking, they're on the camera, they're moving their hands, and you cannot hear them, most likely you need to refresh your connection. The way that you can refresh your connection is to look beside your name. You will see a settings kind of icon. It looks like a cog. Just click on that and then scroll down. And let me go ahead and get my pointer. Give me a second. You can scroll down and click on refresh your connection. That is at any time you feel like the screen has frozen or you are not hearing someone, just go ahead and refresh your connection. You can also hit Control R on your keyboard to refresh your connections. The chat box is currently locked, but in future sessions and later on in this session, when I open up the chat box, you may hear a dinging sound. That can get a little annoying or overwhelming, and that is just a feature in Jigsaw that anyone that enters message in the chat box is a notification. So you can turn off those notifications by simply clicking on the notification tab here, button here, and then turn it off so you don't hear all of the dinging. So again, if you at any time feel like your connection has lost, or if you've lost connection, just simply click refresh connection, and you want to take that annoying notification off, click the notifications and you can turn it off. Again, see, sometimes Jigsaw bounces back and forth. My name is Veronica Opani. I am your primary family school partnership coordinator. And I know it says here that we deal with a lot of parent and family engagement because that is a core part of our role. We facilitate and really internalize family engagement here at GCA because, as you all know, parent and family engagement is an ongoing process, and that way it increases participation, communication, collaboration between all stakeholders, our parents, our family members, our school, and our communities. Because the goal here at GCA is we want to educate the whole child. And we achieve that through collaboration with our families, our family members, our community stakeholders, our staff members, our teachers. So we all here are family to educate and help support the whole child. One way that I will be, or several ways that I will be providing services to my families, to you guys, is to provide resources and communications. So I will be providing all the frequent resources, communications to keep you connected here at GCA, keep you connected with your staff, with your district. So I will be providing that and facilitating that for you guys. We recognize here that you guys are valuable. Our families, our students, of course, our families are valuable. And the way that we communicate and work together is an equal partnership because, again, to follow back up, we want to educate the whole child, and we need all of our stakeholders to support that journey and that vision. We do provide a school parent compact. Later on in the school year, you will be getting that information, and that compact is kind of a commitment and a contract between all of our families, our parents, and our district, so that we again, and students, that we again are educating the whole child. And then, of course, we provide some intentional parent and student programmings here at GCA. We provide parent meetings at GCA, parent trainings, volunteer opportunities here at GCA. So just because we're virtual doesn't mean that you can get, doesn't mean that you can't support and volunteer in our many volunteer opportunities. And of course, we have parent and student leadership opportunities, which we will discuss later on in our session. So the vision here at GCA for all of our students and our families and our staff and our stakeholders is that we are going to be providing and supporting our students in a virtual learning environment. We individualize and differentiate so that we are student centered in our educational experience for our students. And we do that for our kindergarten and 12th grade students. And then our vision here at GCA is to have that our students are in a learning environment that is empowered. And through that, we're collaborating with our students, our parents, our learning coaches, our teachers, our administrators. We want to have our students reach their full potential, academic potential, and emerge themselves into either a career or college ready, or anything that they feel into entrepreneurship, anything that they feel that will be positive in their community as positive contributors to their society, to our society. And now I am going to pass it on to your principal, Mrs. Ingrid Bailey.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I am really excited to be here with you today. As Veronica said, my name is Ingrid Bailey, and I am honored to work alongside you this year as your primary grades kindergarten, first, and second grade principal. I hope there are some K1 and 2 students sitting nearby, and I'm really excited to get to be in your classrooms and get to see you soon too. I am looking forward to partnering with you. And I want to say that your teachers are so very excited to meet you very soon. We have been working really hard to get ready for you, and we can't wait to have a great year partnering together. I have some super teammates who helped me alongside the way because I could not do this without them, and we rely so heavily on each other. We're all a team and a family here in primary. Along with you, you are a part of that family too. So we have some assistant principals that work in both the elementary and primary school. Miss Susan Rudd, she is our assistant principal over operations, and she works with all K-5 students. Miss Tamisha Shelton does the same. She also works with all K-5 in discipline and attendance. And then specifically working with primary grades K2, we have Miss Amanda Mills and Dr. Heather Bishop, and they work with our teachers in our curriculum department and as well as our instructional support services. All right, so let me share a little bit about primary with you. This school year, we will continue to have our morning meetings every morning, and all students in all grade levels at GCA start with homeroom. We had so much fun with this in primary last year. We look forward to continuing that homeroom and morning meeting time every morning. There will be a weekly time where your counselor meets with you as well. We have continuing our consistent live class sessions Monday through Friday with classes in each of our core contents. When you see core content like that, that refers to math, language arts, science, and social studies. We will continue to offer Tier 2 and Tier 3 support in math and reading, and that just means extra help for our students. If a student is struggling in one of those areas, we give them extra help to make sure that we can do everything we can to help them to be successful. We will continue to have our electives classes, and those are required just once per week for students. So once a week for PE and once a week for art. All grade bands, all students K through 12th grade have a common lunch period. So that is from 11:55 to 12:55 p.m. That is the time when our teachers take their lunch as well. We will continue working on a writing focus that is cross-curricular, which means we're just going to work on writing outside of language arts class. We also learn to write in science and social studies as well. We have really streamlined our platforms and we are trying to make everything as easy as possible for you when you are working between those different platforms. And we are blessed at GCA to have so many resources available. So that's something our teachers really value, and I know you do too. All students are required to be on camera live in classes for district assessments. So next week, we will be taking our MAP assessments, and students will be required to use their camera and microphone for those sessions. Your teacher is going to share more about that with you tomorrow and what the MAP schedule looks like and everything for next week as well. All right, and now we're going to take a look at a couple sample schedules. So remember, these are just samples. Your student's schedule is shown in Infinite Campus. So you can see their exact times. This is a sample schedule for kindergarten and first graders. And as I said, everybody starts with morning meeting. And your kindergarten and first grade students have 3 different ELA times built into their schedule. And this is because we know our lower grade students are really building the foundation of reading and writing and phonics, and they need some extra time in those subject areas. This is similar to what your student would be doing if they were face to face in a brick and mortar room. A large portion of the day would be devoted to language arts in lower grades. So in this sample schedule, you'll see that there is a time for guided reading, phonics, and ELA writing. Throughout any of these subjects, we use a lot of small groups. Let me go back one. We use a lot of small groups in primary, and that is so that we can work more closely with students and really give them the support that they need. In kindergarten and first grade, we're super excited to have paraprofessionals in our classes this year. So during the ELA blocks, your student will have the teacher, your homeroom teacher will be there, and a para to help with the small group time. So that's awesome. That's an extra adult to get to work with another group, as well as sometimes your kids will be working independently in their groups. And you will see the lunchtime there. That's the same and consistent for everybody. In kindergarten and first grade, there's a combined science and social studies block. So they alternate between those subjects. And there's also going to be some free periods during the day where your student can work on Canvas assignments and other work that's what we call asynchronous or on their own. Let me fix that. Slides keep switching. Your student will have time to complete independent work in the class with their teacher also. So there will be time to work on those things in class too. The second grade schedule is very similar. And the main difference this year is we're excited that second grade is going to be using a team teaching model. So your second grade students will have 2 teachers throughout the day. Our teachers are teaching math and science, or they're teaching social studies and language arts. So your student will get to visit both of those classrooms throughout the day. And again, this is just a sample schedule. You'll definitely want to check Infinite Campus to see your student's actual schedule. But there is a small group time for second grade as well. And another difference is that second grade students receive science and social studies classes separately, where K1 does the combined format. So that's just a little overview. Your teacher will also go more in depth about the schedule and will be able to answer questions in the Meet the Teacher session tomorrow. Thank you so much for giving me some time this morning. We are super excited to work with you this school year. It's going to be a great year.
Thank you, Mrs. Bailey. So now we have your primary grades counselors. You have Miss Tamika McCrae Edgecombe. She is your K-5 counseling. She serves our kindergarten and 5th grade counseling, and she's the lead of that team. Then we have Miss Beth Gilkinson, and she's the 1st grade counselor, and Tammy Newman is your 2nd grade counselor. And their mission at GCA is to focus on supporting students in areas of academic, social, emotional, and career education. So their goal is to empower the students with the confidence, self-awareness, good relationships, social skills to be successful in every area of life. They will be, like Mrs. Bailey said, providing some counseling sessions and homeroom time once a week. So here, what are you all responsible learning coaches, legal guardians, family members? Because again, it takes a village to educate our whole child. So our learning coaches here at GCA are the adults in the house, right? And they're supporting their student through the day. They are supervising their student. They're monitoring their student's progress each day throughout the school year. So what you will be doing daily as a responsibility of a learning coach is entering your student's attendance, any outside work that they're doing, monitoring or making sure that you're maintaining their excused absences. So reading through GCA emails at least once a day, answering all communications because we want to hear from you all when we send out communications or surveys or requesting paperwork. We want to make sure that we are as up to date with our students' information as possible. So make sure that you update us in any type of email change, phone number change, or address changes. We want to make sure we have the most up-to-date information. Again, some of our teachers love sending out small little gifts, small little notes to our students and our families. So we want to make sure that all the information is up to date and we are able to surprise our students sometimes and send them something fun. Monitor students' assignments at completion and grades daily, and you will do that in your Observer account. Ensure that your student attends all required live classes. So all of our students will be required to attend class. Our brand new babies will be required to attend class. So making sure you get them up, having them eat their breakfast and get ready to engage in class. Monitor their student when they're taking assessments and tests, ensuring that they're not getting any additional help because we do not want to mask what your student truly needs and truly understand. So we want to make sure that you guys are making sure that your students are not going on Google and searching something just to get information on a test or an assessment. And then when, like Mrs. Bailey said, when we take assessments, I know it's hard for our kindergarten and our first grade and our second grade babies not to help them read the questions, but we are encouraging you guys to just let them take the test so we know where we need to fill in those gaps, where we need to concentrate on and for our students. So even reading the question is helping your student. So don't do it because we want to make sure that we are supporting the student, truly supporting the student, truly understanding what our students need support in. And then, of course, communicating with your teachers, counselors, and your family engagement liaison anytime that your student is struggling and needs additional support. So we have tons of resources here. Like Mrs. Bailey said, we have our teachers, our support staff, our counselors, all here to support you when you need help and when your students need help. So again, students who are required to attend live class sessions will be counted absent if they are not in attendance. So make sure that your student is in class on time and stays in class to its entirety, okay? Regardless if you enter your student's attendance or not. So what that means, we have our Nucleus platform where the parents enter in attendance for any additional hours that the student needs to have to complete the whole school day. So even if you enter in attendance and your student didn't attend class, that is going to be counted as an absence for that class. So our student expectation, and I hope you guys have some of your kiddos next to you. But what we expect out of our students is for them to work in a distraction-free learning environment. I know our kindergarten and our first grade babies, first grade babies and second grade babies may not be able to tell mommy or daddy or uncle or aunt that, it is distracting. So help your student be in a distraction-free environment, meaning no TVs if on, if at possible, trying to get everything distraction-free because we know our babies want to go and play still, but if you put them in a distraction-free environment, that will support their learning. Treat themselves and others with courtesy, fairness, and respect. Respect your school property. Engage and participate in live classes. Our teachers want our students to engage with them. So they will be calling on students or asking students questions. So encourage your student to participate and be engaged in class. Understand and utilize the school's procedures for resolving concerns, conflicts, and disagreements. For our primary school babies, of course, moms and dads and uncles and aunts and family members, that will be a combination of you encouraging your student if they have any concerns and you advocating for your student at that time. Attend classes as required, complete and turn in assignments on time, participate in all assessments, including state mandated tests within the stipulated period, and ask if they are struggling. Ask for help if they are struggling. So, asynchronous day, Mrs. Bailey mentioned that. An asynchronous day is when our teachers go on professional developments or have work days that they need to help plan for the next semester or professional developments. So those are the days when teachers will not be teaching class live. However, their teachers will record the lessons for students to complete that day, so during the times. So asynchronous days will be clearly marked on your students' Canvas calendar, and your teachers will provide detailed instructions prior to that date. So what do you do on asynchronous days? That means students and learning coaches, your students are still going to school on asynchronous days. They're just reviewing the recordings, the class recordings that day. They're completing all assignments and tasks because there still will be assignments assigned or any tasks that is on their calendar or within their modules. So again, later on in the session, and you guys have probably gone through Strong Start, you've probably familiar with the module terminology, Canvas terminology, and I'll just touch on that later on in the session, but they will be completing assignments and tasks. They will reach out to their teacher if they have any questions. Obviously, the teachers during the day may be busy, so teachers can respond during after school to any of their questions or concerns. So how do you access this? Again, you probably have heard these terminologies, logging into Canvas. So you will log into your Canvas account. You'll go into your course tab and you will choose the content and then click on the Jigsaw tab to access the recorded lessons. And again, I'm going to show you what this looks like in a screenshot if you haven't familiarized yourself in Canvas. But to access the recorded lessons, you will select the recorded tab and then you will filter out. The teachers have the naming convention as easy as possible for you to follow along. Students' attendance will be taken through Jigsaw. So you have to go to Jigsaw to click on the recording so we can take that attendance in regards to you viewing the recording. And you will be reviewing these recordings on the specific days for attendance purposes. So, attendance expectation. Again, in Strong Start, you probably have heard nucleus. The attendance department wanted me to give a quick shout out. Please set up your nucleus account today. If you need any assistance on how to set up your nucleus account, or you're like, what is that? Please, I'm going to give you later on, I think after this slide, a help session that is dedicated for attendance, dedicated for helping you set up your nucleus account. So what is Nucleus? Nucleus is a program through which you will be tracking your students' total attendance data, including missed live class sessions or unexcused absences. Excused absence, sorry. You will provide any documentation in this app. Your students' attendance in live Jigsaw sessions is automatically updated. So when your student is attending class live, it is automatically updated in the Nucleus platform. You do not need to manually add attendance for your Jigsaw sessions. You will need to add attendance for additional work, right? So all the work that your student is doing outside of class, track that and you can add it into your Nucleus account. Who should I contact about any attendance questions? Again, you'll have attendance specialists that are sending out welcome letters soon in the beginning of the year. And this person will be the person that you contact for all attendance absence questions or related questions. Your attendance specialist can be also directly contacted in the Nucleus account via email and phone. So there is a messaging feature in Nucleus that you guys can use to talk straight to your attendance specialist. So it is important to note that adding additional work time in Nucleus will not take place of missing any required live class sessions. So if you think that because Johnny had a doctor's appointment, which is an excused absent, but had a doctor's appointment, that will not take place for any missed jigsaw class session. So doctor's appointment is an excused absence, but if you took a vacation and you didn't log in and you missed class, any unexcused absence will not take place for any work that they've done additionally at the end of the day for your student. So again, I'm going to share with you guys. This is our attendance support help sessions. This is called Nucleus Live Help. It is an open office opportunity that they are having, I mean, pretty much until like the mid-September. As an open office that you can go and attend. If you have any type of attendance questions, how to set up your Nucleus account, or understanding attendance, why we do what we do here at GCA for attendance, please visit them at 10 a.m. So we got some time if you want to go there after this session, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And if you can't make it in the morning, you can make it in the evening, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. And I'm going to put, Michelle, if you can put that link in the chat box so that families can click on it. It is on the GCA parent calendar. Let me go ahead. I think I have it in my notes. Go ahead and copy that and put it in the chat box so that you guys can click on it and go ahead and bookmark that. Thank you, Michelle. Go ahead and bookmark that as a reminder. The parent calendar, which I will explain later on in this session, is going to be where you go for all events that you are interested in, or sorry, the GCA calendar, not the parent calendar. The GCA calendar is where you go for all events. The parent calendar is really geared towards parent support sessions, parent trainings. We do have an events calendar. We have our school level calendars, our grade band level calendars, and many more extra calendars, department calendars. So please get a time to comb the website and see all the wonderful resources that we have here at GCA. So what am I doing for the first week of school? Like Mrs. Bailey said, first week of school is pretty much map testing. So my kindergarten, first grade families, friends, learning coaches, your responsibility is make sure you're checking your emails, make sure you're waking your student up to get ready for map testing, making sure you're familiarized with the Canvas parent portal and all GCA programs while during the first week of school. Students, you will be following your map test schedule. And again, like Mrs. Bailey said, your detail as far as your map schedule will be discussed with you on tomorrow, as well as in your Canvas calendar. It will share with you where you need to go. Students are required to turn on their computers and laptop cameras, as well as their microphones, because we are, and it's going to be in a private monitored room by their teacher. We want to make sure that the integrity of the assessment is there. So that is the reason why we have our cameras and our microphones on, to make sure that our students are taking the test and they're not getting any help. So this is your schedule. And again, your teachers will be discussing this on tomorrow. So don't think that you got to copy this down. Your teachers will be discussing this to you tomorrow, and you will have it on your Canvas calendar. But this is what our K-1 babies are doing. Our our second grade babies will be doing something similar. Same thing, parents, get your students up in the morning, get them ready, energized to take that assessment. Get yourself familiarized with their parent portals and our GCA programs. Students, follow your map schedule and make sure that you understand that you need to have your camera on, you need to be refreshed, and do your best. and on the assessments. We want to help you and support you. This is not for a grade. This is just to see what you know. So we're going to be doing that both kindergarten and through second grade. We'll be doing assessments Monday and Tuesday, and Thursday and Friday is your regular schedule. So again, that will be on your Canvas calendar. You're going to know exactly where to go. So do not stress. Your Canvas calendar has everything for you and exactly where you need to go. For our students with IEPs, if your student, and this is to our parents, if your student receives special education services and has an IEP, we will meet, the special education team will meet with the parent and legal guardian / learning coach for an IEP intake meeting. If the proper documentation is available, we will hold an IEP intake meeting for the student. The parent and learning coach / legal guardian will receive an invite from the intake team via email. So you will need to attend so that you can review your students' IEP accommodations and review what courses they will be taking. After the intake meeting, the student schedule will be updated or may be updated. So for our students that have special education services, we are going to take care of you, and your intake specialist will be, and special education teachers will be in contact with you for more details. So we are here for you. And what does that mean? You have, again, Mrs. Bailey said, you have a ton of resources. Do not think that you're alone here at GCA, because you're not. First point of contact, the person you need to reach out to is your family engagement liaison. They provide you with general questions about GCA, navigation support in Canvas, Clever, Jigsaw, all of those, and Infinite Campus, all of those platforms where parents, you need to learn how to navigate, to look, to see, to update. So they are going to be the person that you go to for that. And make sure anything that changes in your household dynamic, reach out to your family engagement liaison so that they are notating that, and that they're up to date and aware of your family changes. So next is your homeroom teacher. They are the teachers that give you grade level information, understanding resources. They provide conferences with you and instructional learning plan and an instructional learning plan. And you should be getting that soon as the school year kicks off. And your content teachers, those are your teachers that are specific to the content that they teach. And our K-1 babies probably have the same homeroom teacher and content teacher, but our our second graders may have a different homeroom teacher than their content teacher. Actually, they may be the same too. But our content teachers, their course content, they help you with course content, live class schedules. So anything that has to do with your live class schedule, they are the one that you can go to for questions on that. Content resources, instructional levels, and they are the ones that provide your student with grades. So the best practice for reaching out. The primary way of reaching out to your teachers, also your FELs, and any support, is email. And the reason why behind that is we have our teachers in class teaching throughout the day, so they may not be able to pick up the phone, and as you can see and understand, because you guys will be in class throughout the day as well, so they may not be able to pick up the phone. So learning coaches and parents and family members, just email them and they will get back to you within 24 hours. Also, if you do want to just call, make sure you leave a message if you're unable to reach a live person, because we do not know that you need us unless you leave a message. So make sure you leave a message. And teachers are in class until 3:30. That's just a note. So if you're looking for an immediate response, please understand that they're in class, or your teachers are in class until 3:30. So they will get back to you as soon as possible. And this is how you can get connected. So outside of the academics, what's the social aspect? So you can get connected, your student can get connected through our student clubs, Clubs information will be coming out soon as far as how your student can engage in clubs. So these clubs are fun online social opportunities for our students, and they can interact with other students in these lab clubs. What we will say in clubs, we do not need to protect the safety of our students. We do not allow students to share contact information. We are protecting the integrity of our students. However, if you want to get connected with other parents, we do have opportunities on our PTSO closed Facebook groups. They're region based, that you can go on there, connect with other learning coaches, and share information, share your contact information, and meet up with them if you would like. We also have an opportunities for our students to socialize at our community events. So join your community partners team as they offer some student both social and enrichment opportunities virtually. Also, now that we are getting comfortable with the world, we also have some in-person opportunities. Please go to the GCA events calendar to look at any future events that you may be interested in. Mrs. Tonette Price has events loaded there. I think the month before. The events fill up really fast. So please just make sure that you comb through, see what events that you are interested in, and sign up and register today. And then for our parents and learning coaches, we try to get you connected through our grade level newsletters, our parent meetings and workshops that we're going to have throughout the school year. We do have parent leadership opportunities. We have a parent advisory council that you can apply to see if you can join the council committee. I will be sending out information about the parent advisory council shortly, so that families that are interested in providing a voice for our school, you can join. Currently, the Parent Advisory Council only takes families or parents that are a year in to GCA. So new families, we're probably looking into adding that component for the next school year, because we really like to hear our brand new families' experience on onboarding and being part of the GCA community the year that they start. And then we have our parent teacher student organization, our PTSO. Mrs. Michelle, can you plop that, their email address in the chat box in case some of our parents want to? Yes, okay, give her 1 second. So if you want to check out our parent teacher student organization, it's kind of like your PTA or PTO at a brick and mortar school. They have many opportunities for you to volunteer, fundraising opportunities, and much more. And again, they have the closed Facebook group for families to get connected with other learning coaches and share their experiences. Thank you, Mrs. Gilliard. So we are going to now transition to our quick tips on Canvas. Again, you guys have probably heard this in Strong Start. Your family engagement liaisons have probably had one-on-one sessions with you, sharing how to navigate, how to get to school. So we are just going to give you some quick tips on how to get to school, or how to swim on the first week of school. All right, first things first, every school day, make sure that you are logging into your Clever account. Again, if this does not sound familiar to you, please refer to your Strong Start modules so that you are able to fully understand what this means. In the Strong Start modules, we have videos, tutorials walking you step by step on how to get here. So these are just some screenshots that I'm going to go over with my pointer. Let me pull it up. So you will get into Clever again. The Clever web address is going to be in the Strong Start module, as well as the many family engagement liaison communications. They give you all of these links So this, again, these are just screenshots. You'll get into Clever. Once you get into the Clever screen, it's going to ask you to choose your school. You'll choose your school, and then Georgia Cyber Academy, you'll type in Georgia Cyber Academy, go to log in with Google. And the reason why you're going to go to log in with Google, because all of you guys pretty much have set up your Google accounts. So log in with Google is a single sign-on. And thank you, Michelle, for putting that email address in the web address in the chat box. If you want to go ahead, parents, and click on that, see what I'm looking at right here. If you haven't already set it up, again, we have Learning Coach Live help at 12 o'clock. You can definitely come there and we can help set up your Clever account, Canvas account. We'll do that, help you out on that. But again, for time purposes, you will log in with Google because that's your single sign-on. Once you log in with Google, Clever will populate. And the first icon, if you scroll down, the first icon under District Resources will be Canvas. So you will click on the Canvas icon. This is how you should log in to your Canvas account. So again, you'll do Clever, then Canvas. Once you get into your Canvas account, you automatically are plopped into your dashboard, and you will have your card view, which this is just the view of all of your courses. Your card view will populate. In our primary grades, we encourage our learning coaches and our students to have this view on card view because you're able to see more, and it makes you click on the course to get to your modules. Okay, so both students and learning coaches will be able to access their content courses by just clicking on the course. So just clicking on the card, and you're able to just go right into that content course. And again, this is just the best view for our primary grades, the card view, so you're able to see everything. All right, so on your dashboard, you will see that there is a to-do list, and these are, this will list all the student classes, assignments, and quizzes. So this is just a snapshot. We have a better way for you to see all of your classes, all of your assignments, all of your quizzes, but this is just a snapshot for you. So it's a snapshot view. There is also a snapshot view for updated grades. So and on the grades tab, any final grades will be in Infinite Campus. So Mrs. Bailey said that you can locate your schedule now in Infinite Campus, but once school starts, your home is really going to be Clever and Canvas, and Infinite Campus comes into play for progress reports or final report cards for our primary grades. The next thing is, so parents, students, you're wondering what classes, from a quick snapshot, your agenda, what classes do my students need to do for the day? So you can click on the calendar tab to the left, and the calendar tab will probably automatically populate the month view, but we've always encouraged parents to look at it the agenda view way. And the reason why is it is very organized in regards to what class they need to go to, any daily assignments they need to complete, and any quizzes or assignments that are due that they need to complete. Everything will be listed there. So your class time will be listed here. Your due date will also be listed here for you to just easily see what your student is doing. So again, what we're going to encourage you is to access your class. When you click on the link of your class, a message is going to pop up, and your teacher is going to give you clear instructions on how you need to go into class. So you need to go into class through Jigsaw. But I just want to give a pointer. At any time, if your student says, or you see that, oh my gosh, where's science, where's social studies, make sure that you are clicking on all of the calendars that are listed on the right-hand side so that all of your courses are populated and you have them all listed. If you unclick any of the course that, if you happen to accidentally unclick any of the courses, they will not populate here. So make sure you click on all of the courses so that they are populated here, and you know when things are due, when classes, when you have to attend class, all of that will be populated once you click on the calendars. All right, so we're going to go back to clicking on the course. Once we click on the course, you will see on the left-hand side this little screen where it will say home, announcements, modules, grades, Jigsaw, and there's going to be other resources down below. But the first thing is getting to class is clicking on the Jigsaw tab. This is how you get to class. You go to your course, then you click on Jigsaw, and then you see the sessions. You'll see all of your sessions loaded there. Again, your teachers will have a naming convention that will share what class it is, what time that, and what period it is, and what time that class is being held, and the day that that class is being held. So another way, there is a filter feature that you can filter out and search, but for the most part, that your teachers will have it very well labeled so that you know where to go when you reach your sessions. So the next thing you need to do is you find the class that you need to attend and just click join session, and then your student is in class. And by the way, this Jigsaw is where your student is going to go to class. So you have a sneak peek on where your student is going to be going to class, or the platform we're going to be using. This is the platform we're going to be using. Obviously, your teachers are going to be more engaged, having more things up on the screen. Just for parent meetings, we do limit it to 2 panels, but your teachers will probably have 3 to 4 panels in the class, so that your student is engaging in class live. So the next thing is you go to your courses and you click on your modules. Your modules is where everything is loaded in regards to your assignments and your quizzes and your lessons. So you'll click on your modules. This is where they will complete their daily assignment, upload any type of work they need to upload, complete quizzes, look at lessons here. And it's easily laid out. You'll see it by week up at the top of the panel. You'll see it by week. So the week that your student is working would be most likely, current. This is an old screenshot. So the week that your student is working, it will be listed here, all the daily assignments, any graded coursework. You will know exactly what to do once you go to your modules and you see the week's snapshots. So for our parents, your account is called the Observer account. So we just wanted to give you some tips on how to manage your students in your account. So if you have multiple students, you probably will see a list of cards all over in your dashboard. To personalize it, please do that, because again, it can get overwhelming with students that have so many courses and you're wondering who's taken, Mrs. Gilliard's English class, who's taken Mrs. Bailey's, math class. So you can personalize it by clicking on the 3 dots that is on the course card. You click on the 3 dots and then simply put in their nickname. Say, Johnny's math class or Susie's English class, and you can personalize it by color. This way, it just helps you visually see all the different things. Again, even on your calendar, it takes over the color that you've assigned for on the dashboard view. So this is just a quick tip to keep yourself organized. If you have multiple students, even if you have one student, if you just want to take out the long name and just put, Johnny's math class, you can still do that. But this tip really goes for families that have multiple students so that they're able to organize their dashboard and their calendars when they log into their account. So we do have Learning Coach Live Help. Currently this week, July 26th to the 30th, we're going to do it Monday through Friday. August 2nd through the 13th, we'll be having Learning Coach Live Help Monday through Friday. August 16th through the 30th, we'll have Learning Coach Live Help Monday through Wednesday. And then September 7th through October 18th is Monday through Wednesday. So primarily, Learning Coach Live Help is a help session that parents and learning coaches can attend. It's an open office. Whatever questions you have, you can come in there. We have our family school partnership team that's in there supporting, as well as school leaders. You may get to talk to your principal, your assistant principal in that Learning Coach Live Help. So the first 2 weeks or first few weeks of school, we have our school leaders in those sessions with us to help maximize your the support and answer a lot of your questions. And then we have our family school partnership team finishing it off and just redirecting you to your teachers or your family engagement coordinators, or showing you any navigational support that you may need. So again, Learning Coach Live Help is a one-stop shop for all of your questions. If you have any academic geared questions, please come into Learning Coach Live Help. We can help you there. That link is also on the events calendar, as well as you guys have probably received newsletters from us. Those links are on those newsletters as well. So please, 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 again, we have the parent calendar where we list all of our help sessions. So please check that out and attend any sessions that you may feel the need to attend that is going to benefit you and your students. So I just want to do a quick announcement before we wrap up. We have Meet the Teacher sessions tomorrow. This is an opportunity for you to meet all of the kindergarten teachers, first grade teachers, second grade teachers. We have it sectioned out. Your teachers have been sending you correspondence and how to get to these Meet the Teacher sessions. If you have any questions on how to get there, please come to Learning Coach Live Help. We will support you on how to get there to the Meet the Teachers. We really want, your teachers really want to see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for our kindergartners. First grade is 10 a.m., second grade is 11 a.m., and our electives are at 3. Then we have our first district town hall parent meeting. District town hall is an opportunity for you to hear from your district leaders, your superintendent, district leaders from different departments, to give you updates and welcome you to Georgia Cyber Academy. Then we have on August 12th, the Advanced and Gifted Parent Meeting. That is at 6 to 7:30. So our families that are in that may be interested in getting information about the Advanced and Gifted program, please come to that session. It's going to be August 12th in the evening time. We also have a parent training opportunity August 24th at 6 to 7:30. It's copyright piracy literacy training. So we want to keep our families up to date on any copyright policies that are out there as far as literacy trainings. And then we have our curriculum night, primary curriculum night, August 22nd, 6 to 7:30. Now, parents, please don't feel like you have to write this all down. This is my job to inform you when things are coming up. So I will be sending out reminders well before time so that you guys can put it on your calendars and join us those evenings to get all of the resources that you need to, again, help your child through GCA. So again, visit the GCA parent calendar for more information in all of our parent meetings that we have for this school year. So on behalf of your primary grade staff and your teachers, as well as your superintendent and Mrs. Bailey, we want to thank you for attending your new family welcome and welcome you all to the GCA community. We are looking forward to a great year. And this little picture is our cute little motto here at in primary grades. Champions are better together. So we're better together. We want to work together. We want to champion you on to make sure that you have a good rest of the school year, and welcome to GCA. Again, for our families that are starting August 2nd, please, please, please get up bright and early, ready to go to school and taking those MAP tests. So Because we have only a few minutes, I do not want to keep you guys. I know that you guys probably have some questions. So we are going to have you bleed into Learning Coach Life Help, which is at 12 o'clock today. If you have any questions that you may want to ask based on this meeting, unfortunately, because it is reaching 10 o'clock, we are going to have to shut the room down so we can get this recording and send it out to you all. I will be sending out this recording in case you want to go back and review anything or have any questions. I will be sending out this recording later on today so that you're able to review it at your own leisure. Thank you guys for attending. And again, questions, we're going to have an opportunity at 12 o'clock today, and I'm going to send a text message, but we're going to have an opportunity at 12 o'clock today for you to come and get your questions answered. I will send it out a text message so you can click on that link and enter right into the room. Thank you guys and have a great day.